My precious child, do not turn your heart away from the sound of my voice in this sacred second. I have orchestrated every alignment of the stars, every whisper of the wind, and every digital pulse of this universe just to bring you here right now to this very message. This is not a coincidence. It is a divine appointment. I have seen you searching for answers in the shadows, and I have heard the silent screams of your soul. I am here to tell you that I have not forgotten you. In a world of billions of voices, I have chosen this specific moment to whisper directly into your spirit. Stay with me, for I have truths to reveal that will shatter the chains holding you back. If you leave now, you are not just skipping a video. You are turning away from the breakthrough I have prepared for your specific struggle. Before I unveil the mysteries of the 4 tests you are currently facing, I want you to make a physical declaration of your spiritual readiness. This is a moment of alignment. If you believe that I am speaking to you, press the like button right now as a signal to the heavens that you are ready to walk into your new season. By doing this, you are joining this family of the chosen ones. So I invite you to subscribe and stay within the light of my word. Now open the gates of heaven with your own words. Type "I am here, Lord," or the number 7007 in the comments right now. This is your act of faith, a digital signature on the contract of your destiny. When you type those words, you are claiming your seat at the table I have prepared for you. Do not hesitate, for the atmosphere of miracles is thick around you in this very instant. Your presence is recorded in the book of remembrance, and my eyes are fixed upon your willingness to step forward. Every action you take in faith is a seed sown into the fertile soil of my grace, and I promise you, the harvest will be more than you can carry. The King is speaking, and the heavens are listening to your response. I know the exhaustion that weighs heavy upon your shoulders, and I see the invisible burdens you carry through the crowded streets and the quiet rooms. You have been tested, and you have wondered if I was even there. But I tell you now, I have never been closer. I have been watching your endurance, and I have seen the way you held on to the tiniest thread of hope when everything else was falling apart. This message is your confirmation. It is the sign you asked for in the middle of the night when you thought no one was listening. There are 4 specific tests I have allowed in your life, not to break you, but to build the strength required for the massive blessing I am about to release. If you turn away now, you will miss the blueprint for your victory. The enemy wants you to scroll. He wants you to remain in the cycle of almost and not quite. But I am here to break that cycle. I am here to lead you into the promised land of your destiny. Open your heart wide, for what I am about to speak will shift the very foundations of your reality. I have seen the tears you thought were hidden from the world, those silent drops of sorrow that fell when no one was watching. I saw you when the sun went down, and the silence of your room became a heavy mirror for your loneliness. I saw you when you turned off the lights and finally allowed the weight of the world to break your composure, sobbing into your pillow, so that the sound of your breaking heart wouldn't disturb those in the next room. You have been so incredibly strong for everyone else, putting on a mask of confidence and a smile that doesn't reach your aching eyes. But I see the truth behind the curtain of your strength. I saw you in your car parked in the driveway, unable to walk inside, because the burden felt too heavy to carry through your own front door. I saw you when you bowed your head over your desk at work, hidden behind your computer screen, praying for just a moment of peace, while the chaos of life swirled around you. You are not invisible to me, my beloved. While the world looks only at your outward success or your visible failures, I look at the beautiful, aching heart that beats within you, and I cherish every part of it. I saw you when you were counting those last few dollars, wondering how you would make ends meet, and feeling the cold, sharp grip of anxiety tightening around your chest. I saw you when you felt the sting of betrayal from the ones you gave your heart to, and the way your breath caught in your throat when the news arrived that changed your world forever. you have felt like a ghost walking through your own life, as if people are looking right through you, never seeing the fire that is burning you from the inside out or the exhaustion that has settled into your very bones. But I tell you now, you are the absolute center of my gaze. Every salt-stained pillowcase is a testament to the depth of your soul, and I have collected every single tear in my heavenly bottle. Not one has been wasted. Not one has fallen to the ground without me noticing the pain that birthed it. You are my masterpiece, even when you feel like a shattered vessel that can no longer hold water. As you feel my presence touching these hidden wounds, know that you are no longer alone. Do not let the enemy tell you that you are invisible. There is a whole cloud of witnesses standing with you. Let this be the moment you stop hiding and start receiving the love I have been trying to give you since the moment you were born. I saw you when you stood in the shower, letting the hot water hide the sound of your weeping so your family wouldn't hear your vulnerability. I saw you when you felt the crushing weight of not being enough, and believed the lies of the enemy when he whispered that your best days were behind you. I see the scars that no one else can see, the wounds from your childhood that still bleed the regrets of your youth that keep you awake at night, and the shame you try so hard to bury beneath your accomplishments. You think these things make you unworthy of my love, but I tell you, they make you the perfect candidate for my grace. I do not see you as the world sees you. I do not see your mistakes. I see your potential. I do not see your brokenness. I see the gold I am pouring into the cracks of your life to make you even more precious. You have been through a season of pruning that has left you feeling raw and exposed, but this was necessary so that you could bear fruit that remains. The darkness you have experienced was not meant to swallow you. It was meant to be the womb of your new beginning, a place where I am forming a version of you that is fireproof and unshakable. My child, I sense the profound exhaustion that has settled deep within your marrow, a weariness that sleep cannot touch and that caffeine cannot cure. You have been running a race that feels like it has no finish line, chasing shadows of expectations that never seem to satisfy the hunger in your soul. I see you waking up in the morning already dreading the demands of the day, feeling like a soldier who has been on the front lines for too long without relief. Your mind is like a machine that won't turn off spinning with what-ifs and if-onlys until your very spirit feels frayed at the edges. You have been pouring out from an empty cup, trying to be the rock for everyone else while you yourself are crumbling into sand. I see the burnout that has dimmed the light in your eyes, the way you move through your chores and your work with a robotic numbness, just trying to survive until the next hour. You feel like you are trapped on a treadmill, running faster and faster, only to stay in the exact same place of frustration. This spiritual burnout is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that you have been trying to carry the weight of the world on shoulders that were only meant to carry my grace. You have tried to solve every problem with your own intellect and fix every broken situation with your own hands, but the harder you strive, the more drained you become. This cycle of endless doing without being has left your inner garden parched and cracked. I see the moments where you just want to disappear, to walk away from the responsibilities, the bills, and the constant noise of a world that asks for everything, but gives nothing back. But listen to me, your worth is not measured by your productivity, and my love for you is not dependent on how much you can achieve while you are gasping for air. I am the God of the Sabbath, the God of the still waters, and I am calling you to step off the wheel of performance. You are not a machine designed for output. You are a child designed for intimacy. I am not asking you to run faster. I am asking you to stop. I am asking you to lean back into my arms and let me breathe my life back into your tired lungs. The world tells you that if you stop, you will fail. But I tell you that if you stop and rest in me, you will finally find the strength to soar. Right now, in this very moment of stillness, I want you to perform a holy act. I want you to take your right hand and place it firmly over your heart. Close your eyes and breathe in the air that I have provided for you. Feel that steady, rhythmic thumping beneath your palm. That is not just a muscle pumping blood. That is the echo of my promise beating within your chest. With every pulse, I am saying, I am here. I am here. I am here. You are alive because I willed it to be so. You have a purpose because I breathed it into you. Can you feel the heat of my presence? Can you feel the way I am grounding you in this moment? This heartbeat is the evidence that I am not finished with you. It is the proof that even when you feel like you have nothing left to give, I have provided enough life for the next second, the next minute, and the next day. You do not have to figure out the next 10 years. You only need to trust me for the next heartbeat. As you feel this rhythm, let the tension drain from your neck and your shoulders. Let the how and the when fall away. You are safe in the palm of my hand, and I am currently repairing the invisible fractures in your soul. This exhaustion is the threshold of your transformation. When you reach the end of your own strength, you finally arrive at the beginning of mine. I am teaching you how to walk in the unforced rhythms of grace, where you work from a place of rest rather than resting from a place of work. I am restoring your joy, not as the world gives, but as the Spirit provides. You will not stay in this state of burnout. It is merely the desert you must cross to reach the oasis of my abundance. I am placing a new song in your mouth and a new fire in your spirit. But first, you must surrender the need to be in control. You must allow me to be the engine of your life. As you breathe with me, now feel the heavy yoke of the world being lifted and replaced by my yoke, which is easy and light. You are being renewed, refreshed, and rebuilt from the inside out. Your strength is returning, and this time, it will be a strength that does not fail, because it is fueled by the eternal power of the living God. I have felt the sharp, cold sting that pierced your heart when those you loved the most turned their backs on you. I was there when the very hands you helped to feed became the ones that pointed fingers of accusation in your direction. I watched the silence that followed the betrayal, a silence so loud it made you question your own sanity and the goodness of your own heart. You have sat in the wreckage of broken promises, wondering how people you sacrificed for could forget your kindness so quickly. I saw the whispers behind your back, the laughter at your expense, and the way they weaponized your secrets against you. It felt like a knife in the dark, leaving a wound that refuses to close. You have asked me why, Lord, in the middle of your sorrow, questioning why I would allow such cruelty to touch a soul as gentle as yours. But I want you to listen closely. I saw it all. Every lie told about you, every scheme plotted against you, and every tear of confusion you shed has been recorded. You are not crazy for feeling this deep sense of loss, and you are not wrong for having trusted. Your capacity to love is your greatest strength, even if the world tried to make you believe it was your greatest weakness. I allowed these walls to crumble, not to leave you exposed, but to reveal who was truly standing on your side. Sometimes, my beloved, I have to perform a holy extraction. I have to remove the people who are comfortable with your history but terrified of your destiny. Those who betrayed you were not meant to walk through the doors I am opening for you next. If they had stayed, their lack of character would have contaminated the blessings I am preparing to pour out. I used their exit to prune the branches of your life so that you could grow taller and stronger than ever before. You felt like you were being abandoned, but you were actually being protected. I was shielding you from conversations you weren't in and from intentions you couldn't see. Do not waste another ounce of your precious energy trying to win back the approval of those I have strategically removed from your circle. They were a season. I am your eternity. I am separating you from the noise so that you can finally hear the clarity of my direction. My child, you must understand that you are not being punished for your kindness. You are simply too pure for a world that operates on calculation and greed. People called you too sensitive or too emotional because they couldn't handle the depth of the light you carry. They tried to dim your shine because it exposed the shadows in their own lives. I want you to know that your heart is exactly the way I designed it to be, open, vulnerable, and filled with a love that reflects my own. Do not let the betrayal of men turn you into a person of stone. If you allow bitterness to take root, the enemy wins by stealing your essence. Instead, I want you to hand those people over to me. I am your vindicator. I am the one who balances the scales of justice. While they are busy telling their version of the story, I am busy writing the final chapter of yours, and I promise you it ends in victory. You are being refined in this fire of rejection so that you can emerge as pure gold, untainted by the opinions of those who never truly knew the depth of your soul. Now, as we move from this validation of your pain into the revelation of the tests you are undergoing, I want to see your faith in action. If you are ready to let go of the bitterness and trust me to be your defender, take a step of agreement right now. Join this family of the chosen ones by pressing the like button and subscribing to this channel. This is your way of saying, Lord, I am leaving the past behind and stepping into the new thing you are doing. By subscribing, you are surrounding yourself with a community of faith that will lift you up when you are weary. And before we proceed, I want you to claim your peace. Type "breakthrough is mine" in the comments below. Let the atmosphere of your life change as those words leave your heart. When you type it, you are putting the enemy on notice that he no longer has a hold on your emotions. You are declaring that the chains of betrayal are broken and that you are ready for the 4 tests that will lead to your ultimate promotion. Now, my chosen one, listen with the ears of your spirit. For we have reached the first gate of your transformation, the test of faith. I have called you into a season where the ground beneath your feet feels uncertain and the horizon is shrouded in mist. You feel as though you are standing at the edge of an abyss, and I am whispering, "Step out." This is the same abyss I presented to Abraham when I told him to leave his father's house, his kindred, and everything familiar to go to a land I would show him, not a land I had already shown him, but one I would show him. He had to walk before he could see. You are in that same holy vacuum right now. I have stripped away the comforts that once defined your security so that I can become your only foundation. This test is not designed to make you fall. It is designed to teach you how to fly. You have been praying for a new level, but you cannot reach new heights while still holding on to the old safety nets. I am asking you, do you trust the giver more than the gift? Do you trust the architect more than the visible structure? This abyss is not a void of nothingness. It is the womb of everything I am about to create in your life. To the world, it looks like you are losing your way, but in my eyes, you are finally finding the path that was written for you before the foundations of the world. Let us look deeply into the mystery of my word. For it is the lamp unto your feet in this darkness. Remember that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Think of the word substance. In the original language of the heavens, it means a substructure or a title deed. When you have faith, you are holding the legal document to a property you haven't visited yet. You don't need to see the house to know you own it. You have the deed in your hand. This test of faith is about your willingness to carry that deed through the storm without demanding to see the building first. Then there is evidence. Usually the world requires physical evidence to believe, but in my kingdom, the belief is the evidence. Your inner conviction is the proof that the miracle is already manifesting in the spiritual realm. I am watching how you handle the not yet. Will you complain about the silence, or will you worship me for the answer that is already on the way? I am expanding your capacity to believe beyond your sight. If you can see it, you don't need faith. But because you cannot see it, and yet you choose to trust me, you are generating a spiritual power that moves mountains. Every moment you spend in this abyss of the unknown, you are building the spiritual muscle required to sustain the weight of the glory I am about to reveal. The reason this test feels so painful is that it requires the death of your ego's need for certainty. You want a map, but I am giving you a compass, and that compass is my spirit. You want a 5-year plan, but I am giving you daily manna. I am intentionally keeping the details of the next chapter hidden because if I showed you the magnitude of the blessing now, your current character wouldn't be able to handle it. You would try to manufacture the miracle in your own strength and ruin the divine timing. I am protecting the promise by keeping you in the waiting room. Abraham didn't become the father of nations overnight. He became it through years of walking through the not yet. You are being built into a pillar of strength. Every time you say, I trust you, when your bank account is low, you pass the test. Every time you say, I believe, when the doctor's report is grim, you pass the test. You are moving from a religion of convenience to a relationship of conviction. The abyss you fear is actually the gap between your limited human logic and my limitless divine power. I am calling you to bridge that gap with nothing but the bridge of my word. Do not look down at the waves. Look up at my face. I am the one who walks on the water, and I am inviting you to come out and meet me in the middle of the impossible. Understand this, my beloved. The size of your test is a direct indicator of the size of your assignment. I do not give Abraham-sized tests to people with small destinies. If the pressure feels unbearable, it is because the diamond I am forming within you is of immense value. You are being prepared to lead, to provide, and to be a beacon of hope for others who are still lost in their own darkness. You cannot lead people where you have not been willing to go yourself. This season of uncertainty is your training ground. It is the hidden season where the roots grow deep so that the tree can withstand the storms of the future. I am watching your heart. I am seeing if you will still serve me when the blessings aren't visible. I am seeing if you will still love me when the answers are delayed. This is the refining fire of the chosen. When you emerge from this abyss, you will possess a peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that the world didn't give you and the world cannot take away. You are almost through this first gate. Keep your eyes fixed on me, and do not let the whispers of doubt pull you back to the shore. Your destiny is in the deep, and I am already there, waiting for you. Now, my child, we move to the second gate of your spiritual journey, the test of obedience. It is easy to follow my lead when the path is paved with gold and the sun is shining brightly on your success. But the real question I am asking you today is this: can you obey me? When my instructions seem to contradict every bit of your human logic, I often ask my chosen ones to do things that make absolutely no sense to the natural mind. I told Noah to build a massive ship in the middle of a dry land where rain had never been seen. For decades, he labored under a clear blue sky, preparing for a flood that the world said was impossible. This is where many of my children falter. They want to understand the plan before they commit to the process. They want to see the clouds before they pick up the hammer. But in my kingdom, understanding is the reward for obedience. It is not the prerequisite. I am asking you to do something right now that feels illogical to your bank account, your pride, or your comfort. Perhaps I am telling you to be generous when your own pantry is nearly empty. Perhaps I am telling you to forgive the one who hasn't even apologized, or to stay in a difficult situation when every instinct in your body is screaming for you to run. This is not meant to frustrate you. It is meant to align you with the higher laws of the Spirit. Think of the mockery Noah faced every single day. Every strike of his hammer was met with the laughter of those who thought they were wiser, more practical, and more in tune with reality. He was building for a future that only he could see, because he was the only one truly listening to my voice. You are in your building season right now. You are making sacrifices that your friends and family think are foolish. They see you praying for those who hurt you. They see you holding on to your integrity when you could easily take a shortcut. And they wonder why you are working so hard for a promise that hasn't manifested yet. But you must realize that you are building an ark. You are constructing the very vessel that will carry you and your household through the storm that is coming to wash away the old, corrupt structures of this world. Your obedience in the desert is the only thing that will sustain you in the flood. Do not look at the clear skies and think I have forgotten my word. The spiritual atmosphere is already shifting. Your faithfulness to the small, confusing instructions I give you today is the very thing that will make you a survivor and a leader tomorrow. Every act of hidden obedience is a nail in the structure of your eternal destiny. I'm looking for a heart that says, "Yes, Lord," before it even hears the full explanation. True obedience is not a negotiation. It is a total surrender of your will to mine. I know the questions that keep you awake at night. You ask, "Why must I give when I am the one in lack?" Or, "Why must I remain silent when I am being falsely accused?" I ask these things because I am systematically detaching you from the failing systems of this world. The world tells you that you must hoard to survive. But I say that what you give away is the only thing you truly keep in the heavens. When you obey me in the face of lack, you are breaking the spirit of poverty over your bloodline forever. When you obey me by showing kindness to the cruel, you are breaking the cycle of generational pain. I am training your hands for a spiritual war you cannot yet see, and your greatest weapon is your yes. Remember, I am the one who parts the Red Sea, but I only do it once your feet have touched the water in a step of blind obedience. If you wait for the path to be dry, you will never leave the shore of your limitations. This is a moment of deep commitment for you, my beloved. If you are willing to continue building your ark, even when the world mocks your faith, then you are truly proving that you are one of the chosen. I invite you now to signal your agreement with this divine order and join this family of the remnant. Press the like button and subscribe to this channel as a physical act of spiritual alignment. By doing this, you are telling the heavens that you are part of Noah's generation, those who listen to the voice of the Creator and not the noise of the crowd. You are joining a community of believers who are preparing for the great outpouring of my glory. And as a seal of your obedience today, I want you to make a public declaration of your intent. Type "I will obey" or the number 777 in the comments below. Let this be your spiritual contract signed in the presence of my angels. When you type those words, you are silencing the voices of doubt and mockery that have been ringing in your ears. You are stepping into the ranks of those who will receive the hidden manna. Do not hesitate. Let your yes be loud and clear in this sacred space. My precious one, your obedience is the master key that unlocks the door to your promotion. I do not entrust the deep secrets of my heart to those who ignore my simple commands. As you continue to build in the dry places of your life, know that I am providing the supernatural strength you need for every task. You are not building alone. I am the master architect, and you are my hands on the earth. The sweat and the toil of this season are not in vain, for they are producing in you a weight of glory that far outweighs the struggle. Soon the clouds of my presence will gather, and the entire world will see that your foolishness was actually the highest form of divine wisdom. You will be safe and prosperous inside the provision I have helped you build, while those who relied on their own logic are left with nothing. Your character is being tempered like steel in the heat of this test. Stay the course. Do not put down your tools. The arc is almost finished, and the horizon is already beginning to glow with the light of my promise. My child, we now enter the intense heat of the third gate, the test of character. I have seen you feeling as though you have been thrown into a pit by those you once loved, or locked in a prison of circumstances that you did not deserve. You have asked me why the promotion is taking so long, and why I have kept you in the shadows while others of lesser integrity seem to soar. Understand this, I am not ignoring you. I am refining you. Just as I did with Joseph, I have allowed the furnace of delay and disappointment to burn away the impurities of your soul. You are in a hidden season where I am watching what you do when no one is looking. Do you still work with excellence when your boss is unfair? Do you still remain faithful when the promise seems like a distant mirage? I am testing the strength of your internal foundation because I refuse to give you a palace that your character cannot sustain. A blessing that arrives before you have the character to carry it is not a gift. It is a curse that will crush you. I love you too much to let you be destroyed by the very thing you prayed for. This furnace of character is where suffering transforms into strength. You have faced tribulations that felt like they would break you, but I tell you they were producing endurance. And that endurance is currently carving out the character required for your ultimate destiny. Do not despise the small beginnings or the menial tasks I have placed before you. Joseph had to serve in a prison before he could rule a nation. He had to learn to manage the problems of others before I could trust him with the economy of the world. Every time you choose integrity over a shortcut, you are passing the entrance exam for much. Every time you forgive the Potiphar's wife in your life, the one who falsely accused you, you are moving closer to the throne. Your scars are not signs of defeat. They are your credentials. They prove that you have been through the fire and did not come out smelling like smoke. I am matching your inner life to the external weight of the glory I am about to reveal. If I am silent, it is because I am watching the masterpiece of your soul come to life under the pressure. Character is what remains when everything else is stripped away, and I am making yours as hard as a diamond and as pure as gold. You have felt the agony of being forgotten, of being the one who does all the work while others get all the credit. You have felt the sting of being overlooked for the promotion or the recognition you earned. But I am the great remembrancer, and I have forgotten nothing. I am intentionally keeping you hidden until the moment is perfect. If I had brought Joseph out of the prison a day earlier, he would have missed the Pharaoh's dream. If I had brought him out a day later, the nation would have perished. My timing is not a delay. It is a divine synchronization. I am aligning the heart of the king with the readiness of your spirit. The furnace is hot because the assignment is heavy. You are not just being prepared for a job. You are being prepared for a throne of influence. I am teaching you how to handle power without letting it corrupt you, and how to handle wealth without letting it possess you. Yield to the fire, my beloved. Stop fighting the process and start embracing the preparation. The person you are becoming in this prison is more important than the palace you are heading toward. In this sacred moment of refinement, I want to see if you are ready to put your trust in my clock and not your own. If you believe that your character is being forged for a purpose far greater than your current pain, and then join this company of the refined. Press the like button as a testimony that you are willing to stay in the furnace until the dross is gone. By doing so, you are announcing to the spiritual realm that you are a vessel of honor, fit for the Master's use. And to seal this third test, I want you to make a declaration of your inner strength. Type "I am being refined" or 8888 in the comments right now. The number 888 signifies a new beginning the moment you step out of the furnace and into the new life I have prepared for you. Do not let the heat discourage you. The refiner never leaves the side of the gold until he can see his own reflection in it. I am looking into your soul right now, and I am starting to see my image. You are almost ready. The doors of the palace are already beginning to groan on their hinges, preparing to swing wide for the one who stayed faithful in the dark. My beloved, we have reached the final and most sacred gate of all, the test of love. Before I pull back the veil to show you the magnificent destiny that awaits you in the next chapters, I must look into the very core of your heart. I am asking you the same question I asked Peter by the sea. Do you love me more than these? Do you love me more than the comfort you crave? Do you love me more than the financial security you have been weeping for? Do you love me more than the approval of the people who walked away? This is the ultimate test, because love is the only frequency that can carry the weight of my glory. I am looking for a love that isn't transactional. I am looking for a heart that doesn't just seek my hands for what they can give, but seeks my face for who I am. Many come to me only when the storm is raging, looking for an escape. But you are different. You have stayed even when the sky was silent. You have held on to my garment even when you felt nothing. I am asking you now, in the quiet of this moment, is your love for me greater than your fear of the future? Is your devotion to me stronger than your desire for the world's rewards? This is the moment of truth. I have seen the moments when you were tempted to compromise your values just to get ahead. But you chose to stay in the shadow of my wings. I saw you when you were offered a shortcut that would have eased your financial burden, but would have required you to sell a piece of your soul, and you said no because you wanted to remain pure before me. I saw you in the secret hours of the morning when you were too tired to speak, yet you simply sat in my presence, offering me your silence as a gift of love. I saw you defending my name when others mocked the faith you carry. You didn't do it for an audience. You did it because you truly love me. This test is about the hierarchy of your heart. When I am first, everything else falls into its perfect divine order. If you put the blessing before the blesser, the blessing will eventually become an idol that destroys you. But when you love me above all else, the blessings chase you down. I am looking for a bride, not a beggar. I am looking for a partner in this divine dance of creation. Your love is the oil in your lamp that will keep you burning through the darkest night of the soul. If you can feel the warmth of my love surrounding you right now, and if your heart is screaming, "Yes, Lord, I love you," then let this be your public declaration. Press the like button and subscribe to this channel right now as a holy seal of your devotion. By doing this, you are telling the principalities and powers of this world that you are sold out to the King of Kings. You are joining a family of lovers, a remnant of souls who have decided that I am enough. This act of clicking and subscribing is not just a digital movement. It is a spiritual gesture of, I am yours and you are mine. Do not let this moment pass without signaling your agreement with heaven. When you join this community, you are surrounding your love with the strength of others who are also passing this test. This is your confession of faith before the angels. Let the world see that you are not ashamed of the one who died so that you might truly live. Your love is being recorded in the archives of eternity. You have passed the test, my precious one. I see the sincerity in your spirit, and it is a sweet-smelling aroma that fills the halls of my dwelling place. Because you have chosen to love me in the middle of your lack, in the middle of your pain, and in the middle of your uncertainty, I am now legally allowed by the laws of my kingdom to pour out the abundance you have been waiting for. When you love me for me, you unlock the treasures of my heart. You are moving from the season of testing into the season of testimony. The weight of the world is falling off you, and the mantle of my favor is being draped over your shoulders. I am about to speak words of prophecy over your life that will change your family tree forever. But first, I want you to anchor this love with a final word of affirmation. Type, "I love you, Lord," or "I believe" in the comments below. Let these words resonate through the atmosphere of your home. As you type them, feel the shift happening. The gates of the fourth part of our journey, the prophecy, are now swinging open. You have survived the fire, you have passed the tests, and now the King is ready to reward his faithful servant. The season of the parched earth and the cracked soil in your soul has reached its absolute end. I am declaring over you today that the drought is over, and the first clouds of the early rain are already gathering on the horizon of your life. Can you hear the sound of an abundance of rain? It begins as a faint vibration in the spiritual realm, a subtle shift in the atmosphere that only the chosen can feel. For months, you have walked through the dust, wondering if the promises I made to you were just echoes of your own imagination. But I tell you now, the rain is not just coming, it is already here. This early rain is the grace I am pouring out to soften the hardened places of your heart, making you fertile ground for the monumental harvest that follows. Within the next 24 hours, you will feel a physical lightness in your chest, as if a heavy stone that has been sitting there for years has finally been rolled away. This is the first drop. It is the evidence that the heavens have opened over your household. I am washing away the residue of the past season, the dust of disappointment, the salt of your tears, and the grime of the battle. You will no longer be a dry well. You will be a spring of living water. To confirm that this message is your destiny and not a mere accident, I am giving you 3 specific signs that will manifest within the next 24 hours. Watch closely, for I do not want you to miss the whisper of my presence. First, I will send a messenger of nature to your window or your path. You will see a bird, a specific, unusual bird that lingers longer than it should. It will catch your eye and stay still, a sentinel of peace sent from my throne to remind you that I am watching over every detail of your life. When you see it, do not just walk by. Stop and whisper, "Thank you, Father." Second, you will hear a song. It will be an old melody, perhaps one you haven't heard in years, or a song that holds a deep, sacred meaning to a memory of joy you thought you had lost. It will play on the radio in a store, or even hum in the back of your mind until you realize it is my love song to you. And third, you will receive a message from a person you haven't spoken to in a very long time. It won't be a coincidence. I am moving on their heart to reach out to you, and their words will contain a random phrase that answers a question you only asked me in the secret of your prayer closet. These are not just events. They are my signature on the bottom of your miracle. As these 24 hours unfold, you will notice a profound shift in the very atmosphere of your home. The walls that once felt like they were closing in will start to feel like they are breathing again. The heaviness that has sat in the corners of your rooms, the spirits of anxiety, strife, and gloom, is being evicted by the fragrance of my holiness. You might even smell a sudden, unexplained scent of lilies or fresh rain, even when the windows are closed. This is my presence taking up residence in your dwelling. I am cleansing your environment because you cannot carry the new blessing into an old, stagnant atmosphere. I am making your home a sanctuary, a place where my angels can rest and where my peace can settle. When you walk through your front door tonight, I want you to speak it out loud. Peace be to this house. You will feel a shiver of confirmation, a holy goosebump that tells you the shift has completed. The arguments that used to erupt over nothing will cease. The sleep that has been elusive will return to you deep and restorative. You are no longer living in a battleground. You are living in a garden of my favor. This 24-hour window is a portal of transition. It is the suddenly that you have been praying for. I am moving with a divine urgency because the time of your concealment is over. You have passed the tests of the abyss, the ark, the furnace, and the love. And now I am honoring the covenant I made with your forefathers. Do not let fear tell you that this is too good to be true. I am the truth, and I am the goodness that follows you all the days of your life. This rain is just the beginning of the restoration of everything the locusts have eaten. Every minute of these next 24 hours is pregnant with possibility. Stay alert. Stay in a posture of gratitude. The drought was a season, but the rain is my nature. You are being saturated in a grace that will make your life unrecognizable by this time next year. The early rain is falling, and it is bringing with it the seeds of a future you never dared to dream of. Your eyes will see it, your hands will touch it, and your heart will finally know that I am a God who keeps His word. My child, hear my voice as I speak directly into your lack and your longing. For years you have watched the locusts of this world devour your hard-earned labor. You have seen opportunities slip through your fingers like sand, and you have felt the cold, sharp sting of financial cankerworms eating away at your savings, your peace, and your future. But I am the Lord who redeems time, and I am the Lord who redeems resources. I am declaring today, with the full authority of the heavens, that I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten. This is not just a simple replacement. It is a divine multiplication. The enemy thought he had stripped you bare, but he only succeeded in clearing the land for a greater, more magnificent harvest than you have ever known. I am going back into your past, to that failed business venture, that stolen inheritance, that lost job, and that unfair debt, and I am bringing forth a sevenfold return. In my kingdom, when the thief is caught, he must pay back 7 times what he took. I have caught the thief in your life, and I am issuing a heavenly warrant for your total financial restoration. I am breaking the chains of generational poverty that have bound your family for decades. I see the cycle of just enough that has plagued your mind, making you feel as though you were born to struggle and destined to die in debt. I am shattering that yoke right now. You are moving from the realm of not enough and barely getting by into the overflow of more than enough. I am opening the windows of heaven over your life in ways that your human mind cannot even fathom. Expect sudden provision, not from the sweat of your brow alone, but from the overflow of my favor. I am moving on the hearts of people you haven't even met to favor you. I am causing contracts to be signed, bonuses to be released, and debts to be forgiven in ways that defy human logic. You will look at your accounts and see the unmistakable fingerprints of my grace. Do not ask how or when, for I am the God of the suddenly. I am the one who told Peter to find the coin in the fish's mouth, and I am the one who creates streams in your desert. Your financial struggle was a training ground, not a final destination. I taught you how to trust me when you had nothing, so that you would not be corrupted when I give you everything. If you are ready to receive this sevenfold restoration, if you can feel the spirit of lack leaving your life this very second, do not let this holy moment pass in silence. Join this family of the chosen ones by pressing the like button and subscribing to this channel. This is your physical act of agreement with the wealth of the kingdom. By doing so, you are telling the enemy that your days of financial slavery are over, and you are claiming your inheritance as a child of the High King. This community is a storehouse of faith, and by joining it, you are surrounding yourself with the frequency of abundance. When you subscribe, you are signaling to the heavens that you are ready to be a faithful steward of the blessings I am about to pour out. Let the world see your faith, and let the angels record your commitment to walk in the prosperity that I have destined for you since before you were born. Remember, my beloved, that I am not just giving you wealth for your own comfort, but to make you a blessing to the nations. I am placing you in a position of power and provision so that you can be my hands and feet on the earth. You will be the one who funds the mission, the one who feeds the hungry, and the one who builds houses for the homeless. Your financial breakthrough is a tool for my kingdom. As I increase your storehouse, I am also increasing your heart for the hurting. You will find that as you give, it will be given back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. The more you become a funnel for my grace, the more I will pour through you. Do not fear the weight of this blessing, for I have already built the character in you through the furnace of your waiting. You are fireproofed against the greed that destroys the worldly. Your hands are clean and your heart is right. The wealth of the wicked is being transferred into the hands of the righteous. And you are next in line for this divine exchange. I am speaking over your bank accounts, your investments, and your career paths. I am commanding the north, south, east, and west to release what belongs to you. No longer will you be the borrower. You shall be the lender to many nations. No longer will you be at the bottom. I am making you the head and not the tail. This is your year of jubilee, where every debt is canceled and every lost possession is returned with interest. I am closing the doors of lack and opening the gates of abundance. To seal this prophecy of sevenfold restoration, I want you to perform one last act of faith. Type "I am financially free" or the number 888 in the comments right now. As you type these words, feel the chains of financial anxiety snapping and falling at your feet. The number 888 represents a new beginning, a total reset of your economic reality. I am the God of Job, who ended with twice as much as he started with, and I am doing a new thing in you. Receive it now. It is done. It is yours. Walk in the confidence of a child who knows their father owns the cattle on 1,000 hills and the gold in every mine. I have seen you holding the jagged, broken fragments of your heart in your trembling hands, wondering if they would ever fit back together again. I saw you in the middle of the night, staring at the ceiling, replaying every conversation, every argument, and every word of rejection that was hurled at you like a stone. I saw the empty chair at your table and the painful silence in your phone, where laughter and warmth used to be. You have felt the profound agony of being misunderstood, misjudged, and ultimately discarded by those you thought were your permanent pillars. But hear me now, my precious one. I am the great physician of the soul, and I am stepping into the ruins of your relationships right now with the balm of Gilead. I am not just patching you up. I am giving you a new heart, one that is capable of a deeper, more profound, and more resilient love than you have ever experienced. The season of isolation you just endured was not a period of abandonment. It was a divine sanctuary. I had to pull you away into the stillness so that I could heal you without the interference and the toxic noise of those who sought to keep you small. Every tear you shed over a lost friendship or a broken romance was a seed sown for a harvest of loyalty that is about to bloom in your life. I want you to understand the why behind the departures that left you so wounded. You must realize that I, the Lord, am the one who orchestrated the exits of those you loved. I heard the whispered conversations they had about you behind closed doors when they thought no one was listening. I saw the jealousy they hid behind a practiced smile and the way they were draining your spiritual oil to fuel their own ego. I moved them because you were too kind, too loyal, and too compassionate to let them go yourself. I was protecting the sacred call on your life from being contaminated by those who didn't value the flame you carry. Now, as you stand in the clearing of your life, I am preparing to bring back those who truly belong. I am moving on the hearts of people from your past, not the ones who meant you harm, but those who were separated by pride or misunderstanding. You will receive a sudden message of apology from someone who swore they would never speak to you again. This restoration is not just for their benefit, but for your total closure. You are being vindicated in the sight of those who tried to cast you out, and the world will see that my hand has been upon you all along. Beyond the restoration of the old, I am bringing something entirely new, a divine connection that will leave you breathless with gratitude. I am currently aligning your path with a soul who speaks the very language of your spirit. This love will not feel like a constant battle for approval. It will feel like peace. It will not be a source of chronic anxiety or a test of your worth. It will be a harbor of rest. I am bringing a person into your life who will see the gold within you, even on the days when you feel like nothing but dust. They will be a partner in your mission, a co-heir to the promises I have given you, and a shield against the winds of the world. This is the Boaz to your Ruth, the Jonathan to your David, a relationship written in the stars before the foundations of the world were laid. You have waited through the long winters of loneliness, and your patience has reached the ears of the Almighty. The very frequency of your heart is changing, and it is now attracting the pure, holy love that was always meant for you. No longer will you have to beg for attention or settle for crumbs of affection. I am preparing a feast of companionship for you. If you can feel the warmth of this promise touching the cold places in your heart, do not keep this faith to yourself. This is the moment to signal your agreement with my divine plan for your heart. Join this family of the chosen ones by pressing the like button and subscribing to this channel as a physical declaration that you are closing the door on toxic patterns and opening your heart to my divine design. By doing so, you are telling the enemy that he no longer has the power to define your worth through the lens of rejection. You are joining a community of believers who are also stepping into their season of restoration. This act of faith is your signal to the heavens that you are ready to be loved with the same intensity that I love you. Do not let the shadows of the past keep you from the light of this new day. Your subscription is a yes to the healing I am pouring out over your soul this very second. Your future will not be a repetition of the betrayals of your past. I am wiping away the memory of the sting and replacing it with the sweetness of a true companion. You will look back on this season of isolation and realize it was the essential gestation period for a relationship that reflects the very glory of heaven. I am teaching you how to be loved, not just how to give love. You are my precious child, and I will not allow you to walk this path alone. The connections I am bringing into your life will be fireproof, unshakable, and rooted in my truth. Your house will be filled with the sound of laughter again, and your heart will be a dwelling place for joy. The shadows are retreating, and the sun of a new day is rising over your heart. To seal this prophecy of healing and new love, I want you to claim it with your own voice. Type, "I am ready for love," or the number 11 at 11 in the comments right now. The number 11 represents the gate of spiritual alignment. As you type those words, feel the old bitterness dissolving and the fresh, sweet air of hope filling your lungs. It is done. Your heart is home, my child. Do you realize that the abundance I am pouring into your life is not merely a reward for your suffering, but a mobilization for your mission? You have been called chosen, not because you are meant to live a life of idle luxury, but because I have found a heart I can trust with the weight of my glory. The wealth, the healing, and the restored relationships are the equipment for the assignment I have placed on your life. Since before you were formed in your mother's womb, I am moving you from the sidelines of the spectator to the front lines of the spiritual architect. I have allowed you to experience the depths of lack so that you would have compassion for the hungry. I have allowed you to feel the sting of betrayal so that you would be a defender of the brokenhearted. You are becoming a lighthouse in a world that has forgotten what light looks like. I am placing you in positions of influence and power, not so that you can look down on others, but so that you can reach down and pull them up. You are my hands, my feet, and my voice on this earth. The resources flowing into your hands are meant to flow through them. You are no longer just a reservoir of my grace. You are becoming a river that will bring life to every parched land you touch. Listen deeply to the promise I wrote for you long ago, a promise that is being activated in this very hour. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. Let these words settle into the marrow of your bones. When I say I have plans, I am speaking of a divine architecture, a blueprinted destiny that was meticulously designed by the Creator of the universe. These are not plans for your destruction, regardless of what the enemy has whispered in your ear during the dark nights. My thoughts toward you are of peace of shalom, a wholeness that lacks nothing. I am not just giving you a hope, I am giving you an expected end. This means your victory is already a historical fact in the archives of heaven. This mission I am giving you is the future I spoke of. You are being positioned to change your community, your city, and your bloodline. You are the one who will break the generational curses and establish a legacy of faith that will last for 1,000 generations. The prospering I am bringing is the fuel for this holy fire. Do not be afraid of the magnitude of the call, for the one who called you is the one who will sustain you. I am raising you up to be a voice for the voiceless and a provider for the widow and the orphan. In the coming days, you will find yourself in rooms you didn't have to knock to enter. You will stand before pharaohs and kings of industry and influence, and they will seek your counsel because they will see the visible glow of my favor upon your life. I am giving you a divine intelligence, a wisdom that surpasses human education to solve problems that others find impossible. Your business will not just be a source of income, it will be a ministry of provision. Your home will not just be a residence, it will be a sanctuary of healing. I am calling you to look beyond your own needs, for I have already taken care of them. Look now at the fields that are white for harvest. There are people who are currently praying for the very help that I am putting into your hands to give. This is the weight of being chosen. It is a glorious responsibility to be the answer to someone else's desperate prayer. You are being transformed into a pillar of your community, an unshakable force of goodness that reflects the character of the High King. As you step into this mantle of the Chosen One, I want you to make a final declaration of your commitment to the mission. This is the moment to join the ranks of those who are not just blessed, but are a blessing. Join this family of the remnant by pressing the like button and subscribing to this channel right now. This is your enlistment into the army of light. By subscribing, you are telling the heavens that you accept the assignment, and you are ready to be used as a vessel of my glory. You are surrounding yourself with other chosen ones who will stand with you as you occupy the territory I have given you. Do not hesitate, for the time is short and the harvest is great. Your subscription is your yes, Lord, send me. Let this community be the fortress that supports you as you walk into the high places I have prepared for your feet. You are not alone in this mission. I am with you. My spirit is within you, and my angels are encamped around you. Every step you take in obedience will unlock a new level of your destiny. You will see the impossible become possible because you have surrendered your will to mine. The world will wonder at the source of your peace and the secret of your success, and you will tell them, it is the Lord. You are a living testament to my faithfulness. To seal this mission and your identity as the chosen one, I want you to claim it before the world. Type "I embrace my mission" or the number 1212 in the comments right now. The number 1212 signifies the divine order and the government of God taking root in your life. As you type those words, feel the mantle of leadership settling upon your shoulders. You have been trained, you have been tested, and now you are being commissioned. Go forth in my strength, for the victory is already yours. My precious child, we have arrived at the threshold of the Holy of Holies. You have walked with me through the valley of tears, through the desert of obedience, through the furnace of refinement, and into the garden of love. Now the time has come to seal these promises into your very DNA, so that no power in hell and no scheme on earth can ever snatch them away from you. I want you to find a place of absolute stillness. Put away every distraction. This is the moment where your spirit and my spirit become one in a covenant of power. I am about to lead you through an omnipotent prayer, a sequence of divine decrees that will lock your destiny into place. Do not just hear these words. Breathe them. Let them vibrate in your heart. This is the amen to your season of struggle and the yes to your season of glory. As I speak these words, I am placing my signet ring upon your life, marking you as untouchable, unshakable, and highly favored. The heavens are standing at attention, and the angels are ready to carry out these decrees. Repeat these words in the sanctuary of your soul, Heavenly Father. I stand before you as your chosen child, washed in the grace that knows no end. I decree and declare that every chain of my past is now shattered into dust. I renounce the spirit of lack, the spirit of fear, and the spirit of heaviness. I am a child of the High King, and I claim my sevenfold restoration right now. I call forth the financial overflow, the supernatural healing, and the divine connections that have been held up in the spiritual realms. I command every closed door to fly open in the name of the one who holds the keys. I am fireproof, I am debt-free, and I am filled with the peace that surpasses all understanding. My house is a sanctuary, my body is a temple, and my life is a testimony of your unfailing love. I step into my mission with boldness, knowing that the Creator of the universe is walking beside me. I seal this prayer in the eternal archives of heaven, and I believe it is done in this moment and forevermore. My beloved, as you spoke those words, I felt the shift in the atmosphere around you. The record of your debt has been erased. The scars on your heart have been turned into stars of guidance. You are now wearing the robe of my righteousness and the ring of my authority. But hear me clearly, this is not the end of our journey, but a magnificent beginning. You have successfully passed the 4 tests of faith, obedience, character, and love. You are now standing on the platform of your promotion. The rain is falling, the wealth is transferring, and the love is arriving. You are no longer the person who started this message. You have been transfigured by the light of my truth. But even as the gates of your destiny swing open, I must give you one final urgent warning. While you have passed the tests I allowed for your growth, there is a 5th enemy that is lurking in the shadows of your next level. A subtle predator that seeks to steal the seeds of this very miracle. You must know how to identify and defeat this silent thief if you are to protect the harvest you have just claimed. You have been brave, and you have been faithful. Now let us seal this prophecy forever, so that it becomes an unbreakable reality in your life. To lock this blessing into your soul, perform this final act of faith. Type I embrace my destiny in the comments below. As you type those words, imagine you are turning a key in a heavenly lock, securing your future for all eternity. And because you are now a vessel of my light, do not keep this miracle to yourself. Be a conduit, not a reservoir. Share this message with 3 people who are currently lost in their own darkness. As you help them find their way, I will triple the speed of your own breakthrough. This is the law of the kingdom. What you make happen for others, I will make happen for you. Join this family of believers one last time. If you haven't already, pressed the like button and subscribe to this channel as your final seal of agreement. By doing this, you are keeping your lamp trimmed and burning, ensuring that you are always in the flow of my daily messages. You are part of the chosen generation, and my eyes will never leave you. Walk out of this moment with your head held high, for the King of Glory is your Father, and your victory is already written in the stars. But stay alert, for the revelation of the 5th enemy awaits you in our next encounter, and you will need my strength to overcome it. Go in peace, my precious one. It is finished. It is done. Amen.